Hey there, how you doing? And welcome to my channel. So glad to have you here, definitely. So seldom do we have brand new Beatle news or Beatles items to show you. But today, I've got just that. Yeah, definitely. So, but before I get to that, I'm going to show you this. This is all about Ravi Shankar and the Beatles. And this is kind of an interview album about them. Very interesting album. It's okay. Oh boy. And also we've got Ravi Shankar in the Post magazine. That's an original American magazine. And the Beatles White Album also, which we'll delve into that, but it has a lot to do with what I'm talking about today with this brand new DVD that's come out. And it's all about 1968 and the Beatles at the Maharishi in all of that, so that'll be great. We could discuss that. But first, before I get started, I want to show you this. This was one of George Harrison's last interviews, and this is also with Ravi Shankar. This is a CD and DVD. The CD is basically chant music and different things like that, and the DVD is an interview with George and Ravi, and it's actually very good. It's the reason why I got it is because of the interview with George. Not really interested in the chant stuff, that's for sure. But a little bit tricky, hard to find this one, but it's not. It's still available. It's out there. But this is what I wanted to show you. This is the Beatles in India. This has just come out. This is brand new, been released, and this is on Blu-ray and DVD. And this is approximately 96 minutes long. And it's really good. Very good DVD. And I'll show you the inside, which is just absolutely fascinating. I like the days when years ago when they used to give you little booklets or pamphlets about what you're buying. Nowadays, all you get's the disc, and you're lucky to even get that. Sometimes they ship them out and don't even have the discs. So, but Beatles in India, but we will get to that as well. But first off, I want to show you this book is kind of a companion to what I'm talking about. This is the Beatles in India. And here's the information on this book if you're interested in purchasing this. This book is a very nice book. This doesn't go, this isn't a two-package set. I bought this separately many years ago, the Beatles in India. We start off with a great picture there in the beginning. Very nice. Paul. A very cool picture of John Lennon without his glasses. That is a really neat picture. Very seldom do you ever see John without his glasses during this time period. So to see a picture with John without his glasses, that is really pretty neat, isn't it? And the photography in this is just tremendous. Great picture of Paul and John together. Since I can't really show you the DVD, I'm kind of going along and building it up on this with the pictures in this. Great one of George. And if I go too fast on any of these, I apologize. I've got a lot to talk about and a lot to show you. Go ahead and pause on your own if you need to. And the Beatle wives were all there. And also, Mike Love of the Beach Boys was there. And Donovan was there as well. So it was quite interesting of an event. There we go. I'm going to show you a few more pictures. But this is a fantastic book. A lot of my viewers out there have asked me about 68, and there's just really not that much stuff out there available. So to get this DVD is a fantastic thing because there just isn't really that much out there about the Maharishi and the Beatles and doing all the Rishikesh stuff. A fantastic picture. This is in the video with John. Actually, there's some video footage of this in the DVD, and there's black and white footage, there's color footage, and there's some very rare footage also, so that's kind of neat. A lot of it I have had in my collection for a long time, That's a great picture of Paul and John at the compound. But to get pristine copy, well, and Ringo too. Sorry, I didn't see Ringo was in there. But to get a pristine copy of this with the Beatles in India is just fantastic. So I'm kind of building up here for the video. All right, I'll set that aside. So the video itself, let me do a little bit of a review talking about the DVD. It opens up with, which I did not know this, about George Harrison's mom basically was quite concerned about the bombings and during the war and all of that, and she was with child, basically with George. And to keep her kind of peaceful, she listened to a lot of the music on the radio, which was from India. So she listened to a lot of that music, which was quite interesting that she was kind of into that at that time. So I think George had a love of India because of his mom and missing her, and also probably of George was probably the most influenced out of all four of the Beatles of all of that. Ringo, yes, is still kind of into it, and so is Paul, and John does kind of lovingly talk about it, but George was definitely the more influenced one about all that. But this does have a documentary kind of with it, and it kind of shows the time period in '68 with many things that went on in India during that time, and it's not all complete Beatles. I mean, there's a lot of Beatles in there. There's a lot of great footage, which I've never seen before, of them getting off of the plane and coming to India, which is kind of neat footage of them. And there was a person who did work his way into the compound as a photographer, and he got exclusive pictures and rights and all that kind of stuff to take pictures. And so there was just a fascinating storyline that he talks about of doing all of that. And there was definitely a lot of photographers during that time, and as we all kind of know, Ringo did leave because of his stomach issues, of having all the problems that he did, and he had baked beans and kind of lived on that. But Ringo didn't stick around the whole time during this whole period. But we do get some video footage during the anthology. For those of you that have watched the anthology, there's some great footage in there. But this just really, as a Beatles fan, I highly recommend this DVD to each and every one of you, because there's just some really fantastic footage in here of the Beatles in color, and there's a lot of drama, a lot of stuff I didn't know about. Niche. A lot of drama during this time of the Beatles and what went on during all of this, and there's some very interesting stories that I didn't know about. I don't want to ruin them all for you, but I want you to go and purchase this because I think you'll enjoy it. And even those of you that are casual Beatle fans and you're like, well, I'm interested, but I don't know that much about it, I think you would be really intrigued about the whole thing. Here's the Beatles sitting in front of their compound, as it was, and they go back today to that compound to show you what it looks like today, and that is just tremendous. And they show you actual areas where the Beatles stood, like this one, like I just showed you, and they kind of circle it out, and they give Beatle tours. There's a guy who's involved in giving Beatles tours around that area. So you get pictures of different things. So this kind of book comes more alive, and basically it's fascinating to see what the place looks like today. I was utterly surprised of what it looks like today. So I'm not going to ruin the fun for you of telling you what it was. But the Beatles up on the roof, they took a lot of pictures, and they performed up on the roof and kind of jammed and played with each other guitars and wrote songs and sunbathed up on the roof. The roof was an easy access. They just had staircase to the roof, and I don't think there's any pictures in here at all of that roof area of the Beatles. going up there. I know I mentioned being on the rooftop. It sounds like Let It Be, but it is not. There's a kind of picture of the compound and the whole area. But as we go on for this whole film, this is very interesting facts and interesting things about the Maharishi, who basically were using the Beatles to start up a TV show. So he was very much interested in, excuse me, you never know when those are going to come up, wanted to start a TV show, and kind of basically wanted to use the Beatles to promote his TV show, and they basically really wanted nothing to do with it. So that was good that the Maharishi couldn't get to the Beatles to basically get them to do a TV show. I think it would have been kind of not good for their career, for the Beatles and all of that, but the Maharishi was only thinking of himself. And as time went on, a lot of you who kind of follow and know about all the Maharishi stuff, he definitely had interests of other things than just the Beatles. He certainly was interested in all the women that was there at the compound, and he certainly was interested in the Beatle wives and all of that as well. And he certainly kind of made that known that he wanted to be with the wives and with all of them. And it kind of discusses and talks about all that in the DVD. This is really good. It's got some great stuff in here about how there was a lot of federal stuff that went on during the Beatles, which did not know about that. And Magic Alex, who was very much involved in the Beatles in the later period. For those of you who know about the Beatles, that's another topic about Magic Alex. But Magic Alex was definitely a kind of a nut who just basically electronically put things together and made light bulbs flash and while they were playing music, and he felt as if he was going to take the Beatles for a ride themselves. But anyway, that's another topic, is Magic Alex. But back to this DVD. So yeah, the ending of it's very interesting. The Maharishi himself passed away in 2008. And so he has passed away, but this is a fantastic documentary. I'm really getting into it. I watched it once, and it's one of those to where, like I said, it's got a lot of twists and turns and suspense in it. It's kind of suspenseful, which is kind of crazy to think about being a Beatles film. But I highly recommend this, definitely. So if you're a Beatles fan, or you're just casually interested in the Beatles, but you want to know more about this period, which is kind of really not discussed much about, I highly recommend that you pick this up. Or perhaps maybe you're interested in this Beatles book. You can find this online, I'm pretty sure. The book is available now and then. It might be a little harder to get. Not sure if it's out of print. But let me know if you're interested in this DVD, if you're going to get it yourself, or you're just kind of like, not really. But thanks for showing it, Beatle Brad. But yeah, brand new stuff come out. And yeah, let me know down below. Are you going to get this? Are you interested in the whole thing with 68? So let me know down below. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video and all of that. And I want to say thank you so very much to my new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Great to have you along. Definitely. Yeah. So I've got lots more to come. A lot of great videos. And my older subscribers, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Both of you are very, very important to me. And like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you. You're just not a number. So I should wrap this up, right? Yeah, so as I say on my channel, I'm out of here. Take care, everybody, and I will see you on the next fun video.